Well, last week, our Sarah Perriam took off after the show last Sunday. She headed off into inland New South Wales, is it? Tamworth, the Tamworth Country Music Festival. And one of her friends took out a very prestigious title. Tell us a little bit about that in a moment, Sarah, because this is the same title that launched the career of one of Northland's favourite sons, Keith Urban. They're fantastic.
And also, one of your favourite country music artists, Kaylee Bell.
Kaylee Bell. Oh, gee, don't stop. No, please don't do things like that. Just sort of like, get my pulse up. Just the very mention of Kaylee Bell's name. Anyway, so the winner of the 2018 Toyota Starmaker, Brad Cox. You know Brad, so how did you just...
Real cool story. I was running the Branding Music Festival at the time, and a few of my cobbers, the Stewart boys, they're wild children, were up in Northern Territory working contracting at the time. And Hayden rings me up and says, "Hey, Cobb, I saw this guy at the local pub play. You've got to get him at the Branding." And I said, "Oh, no, I'm a bit full, but he's coming over anyway for us for a holiday. Just give him a spot." "All right, I'll put him in the campus bar." And that was it. Me and Brad have been mates ever since, and I've been following his career ever since. So to be there this Sunday and see the boy take it out, oh, so proud, like a mama.
Oh, listen, like a mama, she said. Like a mama. Come to mama. Anyway, come to the show. Welcome to the show. 2018 Toyota Starmaker winner, Brad Cox. G'day, Brad.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Great to have you on the show. Look, just give us a bit more background, because Sarah's right now, she could, but we'll let you do it. Were you based life up until now, leading into winning this prestigious award?
Oh, mate, well, it was the 28th of April in 1995, and this beautiful morning, this beautiful baby boy was born. That was me.
Geez, you're a young'un. 1995.
I know.
You haven't even begun. Rightio, yes.
I grew up in a little town called Jindabyne, which is down in the Snowy Mountains, in a little ski town in southern New South Wales. And I suppose with music, I started doing a few piano lessons when I was a young kid. I couldn't even tell you how old, maybe 7 or 8 years old, and played a bit of piano, and got into high school and started bashing on some drums very badly, and then picked up a guitar and ended up playing a few cover gigs in the local pub. Not long after I started teaching myself how to play guitar. Did a cover scene around the district and the state for a couple of years, and then got a bit sick of it and went to the Northern Territory, and went and started chasing cows, and that was great. I'd still be up there if I wasn't playing music, and that's where I met the Stewart boys. I went overseas, went to Nashville, and spent a bit of time over there just hanging out and just doing some songwriting, mainly just with people I met in the hostel and whatnot. And then, I kind of came home from there and went, righto, I'm gonna do a record, and started writing a record. So 3 years later, here we are.
You owe it all to Sarah. No, she wouldn't say that. But meeting with the Stewart boys
that's
and
what
giving
she
you
told us.
Yeah, that's what she did tell us.
Not true, Brad.
Yeah. Okay, Brad. So you still obviously act. You got the album, the record ready to go. But tell us about the connection between working on the land and writing music, and the inspiration you draw from that.
I don't know that I really pull inspiration from that kind of thing, but I do from the people I meet and the people I hang out with. So
yeah.
Brad, you were going to have one of your up-and-coming singles, Water on the Ground, which the first time I heard it acoustically from you, I had tears in my eyes, and I think that when we play it at the end of the show, with it being so bloody dry here in New Zealand as well, but tell us about sort of, say, for instance, that story and the families, that you've worked for, and how it inspires your songwriting.
That song came from a few different things. So, driving between New South Wales and the Northern Territory a couple of years ago, it's not so bad at the moment, but a couple of years ago it was really, dry is not the right word, it was barren. The grass wasn't even grey anymore, there was no grass, it was just dirt. So that mixed in with a really great family friends of mine that I've worked on and off for a long time, and a bit of their story. I sat in a hotel room, or a hallway of a hotel room in Nashville at 3 o'clock in the morning after a few too many lemonades.
Schooners.
And out came this song. It was a song that I didn't really I didn't really write it, if that makes sense. I put my phone down and hit record, and I played it once. I stopped recording, I went to bed, and that was it. It was there.
Comes naturally. Tell us, talk about come naturally. Now, this Toyota Starmaker, what was involved in that, and when did you realise you're going to, had a good chance on winning it?
It was through an application process that you get involved. I don't know how many people put in a application, but so from that they end up with 10 finalists. And then on the day of the competition, everyone goes into a round table meeting with all the judges, and they get a bit of a feel for, your attitude and where you're up to and where you want to be, and I suppose what they can get out of you without you questioning them, which isn't a lot in my situation. I question everything. And then of course you play the two songs at the gig in front of a heap of people, and they announce it on the night. Here we are. I won the bloody thing.
And I was with you, side stage before you went on. You had no thought whatsoever that you were going to win at all. On the big screens, there was text messages coming through, all in support of Brad Cox. So you had won the heart of the audience online, live streamed as well. Brad, just to finish, I got to touch on what has hit the media since you've won. You had a very emotional acceptance speech about a young girl called Dolly from the Northern Territory. Could you tell our audience about her?
Yeah, I know her family from working up in the Northern Territory, and they're beautiful people, and I knew that they were watching. So yeah, I just she'd just been on my mind a lot the last couple of weeks, and something made me mention her.
Yeah, so for those of you who haven't caught up with the news, Dolly was once the model of Akubra hats, and sadly took her own life before going back to boarding school due to cyberbullying. Is that correct?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's pretty correct. Yeah, she she was hammered online supposedly, and yeah, she was only 14, and I think it come big in the media because she was a station kid too.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we've been really enjoying this hour, Brad. Some little snippets of your song, and at the end of the hour to finish off with Water on the Ground.
That's an exclusive. No one else has heard that song.
An exclusive. There you go.
Well, no one ever's heard Hamish Mackay Auctioneer as well, which has also happened on this show.
Exclusive on this show as well. Jeez, I tell you what, Brad, this is a big show. This is
and Brad,
we'll mark down this date.
You'd never guess what he had to auctioneer. We auctioneered Sarah off for a Valentine's date.
A date
What's the bid up to?
A date with Sarah Perium for Valentine's night as well. The bids are just gone off the.
It went that high that only Tom Cruise could afford it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm out of the running.
No, Tom's out of it because he's too short.
Depends how much of a global smash hit that we can make Water on the Ground starting right here on the show.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and don't let Sarah take any commission of this, right?
She just winked at me and said, "Brad can have a freebie."
Brad, thank you so much
Thanks,
for joining us, and we look forward to you coming over to New Zealand.
Yeah, we're looking forward to meeting you in the flesh. Great stuff, Brad. Awesome to have you on the show. Thank you.
Radio Live Rural Exchange.